Like, can you imagine the videos that come out of it looking like the Blair Witch Project or something? There's no way I'd have did that when I was a kid. How come every horror scene has a basement? There's always something creepy going on in the basement. Maybe it's just because they're dark, there's no windows. I've never really been exposed to basements. I live in South Louisiana. Nobody has basements over here. We have attics. We go up. Anyway, in horror movies, something always happens in the basement. Either the murder is in the basement or the tie's in the basement. What if you heard music, mysterious music coming from a basement, especially at some place like a building, like a school that you were in? Wansee Entertainment has made an animation about some kids that heard a piano playing in the basement. If you want to support the animation community, head on over to Wansee Entertainment's channel. Make sure to click the subscribe button and the notification bell. And if you love reaction videos, click subscribe on this video as well. Let's get into the animation.
My name is Kyla.
Hi, Kyla.
This story is about a piano that was in my elementary school. When I was a kid, my friends and I used to record random videos in my school's basement. Most of the time, the basement's lights were off because hardly anyone went there. And the reason was that that place was scary and sometimes smelled really bad.
Ooh, what?
The basement was completely dark. We slowly walked in the basement with our phone lights on.
Who here uses a phone light to navigate in the dark in their house? I use a phone light for everything now. What did we do without phone lights back in the day? Sometimes when I show up at night at my doorstep and I'm trying to go up the stairs, I use the phone light. When all the lights are off in the house and I'm doing some work and my wife's already in bed, I use the phone light to get there. When I want a little snack in the middle of the night and I need to figure out where the chips are at, phone light. I ain't never went investigate no dark, horrifying basement with a phone light, but if I had to go down in one, I'd probably use my phone light.
I was nervous, but my friends were already walking ahead of me, so I just followed them. We were a group of 5, so I felt like I shouldn't be scared since I was with them. My friend Michael was in the front since he was the bravest and also the one recording on his phone. I was in the very back and holding onto my friend Kate's shirt.
What they doing? Sharing on social media, or are they doing some ghost hunting? This gotta be something, like, can you imagine the videos that come out of it looking like the Blair Witch Project or something? There's no way I'd have did that when I was a kid. I don't think we could go anywhere besides the classes in our school either. We didn't have a basement, but that's just weird, just exploring places with phone lights at school. What kind of school is this?
There was a room just beside the basement's wall, and inside of it was a grand piano. Nothing else, only the piano.
The storage room for the grand piano.
We went inside that room first. We were all quiet, and you could only hear our heavy breathing as we walked through the basement. But we didn't hear anything. And then, out of nowhere, Michael said, "Boring." It took us around 3 minutes to reach the end of the basement. Michael put his phone back in his pocket, and we all started walking back in the long basement. We finally returned to the main gate of our school and sat on a bench. Everyone was focused on Michael as he pulled out his phone and started playing the recording.
Why? It's boring, I thought. Unless you're looking for ghosts.
It was quiet at first, and then all that could be heard were our whispers as we tried to figure out whether or not we should continue with the recording. And then all of our eyes widened when we heard a sound coming from what seemed like just beside the basement. We couldn't believe what we just heard, so we paused the video, rewinded it, and played it again. The sound came from the grand piano. It was playing a creepy song, and at that moment, Michael almost dropped his phone.
What? That's gotta be creepy, man. Like, I've heard a lot of like ghost investigations and stuff where you can't hear or see the actual phenomenon, but cameras and recorders pick it up. That's wicked.
We were all shocked and scared. We didn't say anything for a while. I'm 100% positive that we didn't hear that piano playing as we walked through the basement. It was definitely quiet. And the scariest thing was that the piano was still playing when Michael said, "Boring." The recording was around 3 minutes long, and when the recording was done playing, we were all speechless. This was many years ago.
Wow.
But to this day, I still don't have an explanation for what happened.
No.
Maybe someone went to that room and played it, but if so,
Doubt it.
why couldn't we hear it while we were walking through the basement?
I know.
We also didn't see anyone else down there. And why did we only hear it when we played the recording? I am still confused about that incident.
I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, there's a lot of stuff that happens that you can't explain. But if you were to witness something like that with absolutely no experience inside and watch the video and hear it, I think it would change your mind about things. I think it would make you question it for a very, very, very long time. As an adult, the older you get, the harder it is to rationalize with things that you can't understand, and you usually just play them off. But can you imagine as a kid? Whew, man, that's gotta be scary. Man, what a good story. I hope you guys really enjoyed the animation. Make sure to check out Wansee Entertainment's channel and subscribe to him, as well as subscribe here, guys, if you like these kind of videos. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time.